Are you wanting to grow your network marketing business online, but you're unsure of where to start? Well, in this episode, I'm sharing my simple 4-step system for growing a successful network marketing business online in just a few hours a week without having to bug your family and friends. So stay tuned. Hey there, and welcome to The Freedom Factor, episode 51. I'm Jordan Maylea, and along with my mom and business partner, Kathy Schneider, we are the Freedom Boss Babes, and we help driven network marketers like you with the simple strategies to grow your business quickly online without confusion and overwhelm. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe because we put out great new training and free resources just like this here on this channel every single week. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up so that we know you love it. And feel free to share it with your team members and your friends. I meet so many network marketers who are intrigued about growing their network marketing business online versus offline. They're tired of the parties, they're tired of the home meetings, they're tired of the coffee shop appointments, but they're unsure of where to start. So in this episode, I'm breaking down my simple 4-step process for building a big business online so that you can easily implement it in your own business and teach your team how to do the same. So let's jump in and get started. Duplication is the bread and butter of your network marketing business. Without it, you're pretty much dead in the water, online or off. So what does duplication mean? Duplication means that what I'm about to do with you, you must be able to immediately do with the next person you meet, whether that person lives across the street, across the state, across the country, or around the globe. So what that means to me is that the internet makes this easier than ever before. You know, I've been in the network marketing industry since 2005. And so back then we didn't really have social media as a way to grow our business. We did a lot of home meetings. We did a lot of coffee shop appointments. We did a lot of driving across the state to do launches and in-home launches for our team. And it was always super frustrating because even though it worked, it was only duplicatable to a certain point. You know, I could not hop on a plane and fly across the country, much less to another country, and, you know, launch a brand new team member or sit and have coffee with them face to face like I could with someone who lived locally to me. So for that reason, a lot of times I would work local, and then when I would enroll someone who lived, you know, far, far away, I would feel so guilty because I felt like the system that we were using locally couldn't be easily duplicated for them where they lived unless they wanted to go off and do it completely by themselves. I couldn't be there to help them. Well, now with social media, we are able to grow a global business. And whether I sign up my next door neighbor or someone I just met who happens to live in Switzerland, it doesn't matter. The process stays the same the whole time. And that to me is duplication. Because here's the thing, okay? Success loves speed. And speed happens when there is duplication, because without duplication, there is confusion. And when people are confused, they usually don't do anything at all. So you've got to really simplify the process and make it easy for anyone to do, whether they've been in the business for years, whether they're brand new, whether they live next door to you, or they live in another country altogether. And this little 4-step system is going to help you do that. Okay, so let's jump in and talk about step number 1. Step number 1 is all about how to meet new people. You've got to have a step-by-step process in place to help your team members meet new people and to be consistently meeting new people yourself. You know, the number 1 objection we hear from people both before and after they join is, I don't have enough people to talk to. And I totally get that because when I first got started in network marketing, I was an 18-year-old kid. I was a senior in high school. I didn't have a network. And so I knew from the very beginning that if I wanted to grow my business, I had to learn how to meet new people. Now back then it was a lot harder. That was 2005. We didn't have social media. But now with social media, there are millions of people just waiting to meet you right on the other side of your computer screen if you know how to find and connect with them. So here's my suggestion. Look for 3 to 5 Facebook groups that with people that you would love to hang out with people that you would love to talk to as if they lived right here in your community, okay? So think about your hobbies. Think about what you love to talk about. Think about your life stage. You know, are you a young professional? Are you a young mom? Are you a mom, an empty nester? You know, your kids are off to college. Are you a retiree? Think about your life stage and kind of where you are. And then also think about what fires you up and what you love to talk about. Then go find Facebook groups with people just like you who are in those groups wanting to talk about the same things. They're going through the same things you're going through. They are passionate about the same things you're passionate about. And if you're unsure of how to find those people, in the description below, I have included a link to go grab our free prospecting formula resource, okay? This is a 20-minute training video. It walks you through step-by-step how to find these groups and how to actually connect with people inside those groups once you find them, okay? So I've included that link below here in the description. So here's the thing, all right? You've got to be meeting new people. You've got to be adding new names to your list every single day. Does it mean you're going to reach out to every single one of these people about your business? No, but you could reach out to some of them someday. And it's important to always be adding to your list so you never get to the end of your list. You never feel like you've ever run out of people to talk to. And it's important to have it really systemized and step by step so that the people on your team can be quickly and easily meeting new people as well. All right, step number 2. All right, step number 2 is you've got to have some type of social media attraction process in place. Now that sounds a little vague, right? So let's talk about what I mean here. You're either attracting people to you or you're repelling them, all right? That's just the reality of it. That is life, okay? When you meet somebody, you either instantly want to talk to them more and get to know them better, or you're just kind of put off by them and you're like, yeah, this isn't really somebody I want to get to know. Well, your job as a network marketing professional who is building your business online is to make your social media channels a place where people want to hang out, a place where they love connecting with you, a place where they're attracted to you, so they want to listen to you, they want to hear what you have to say, and maybe they want to learn more about your products and your business. So how do you do this? Okay, first of all, you've got to stop with the spammy Facebook posts. And if you've been a social media spammer in the past, check out the link in the description below. I give you a resource for how to recover from being a social media spammer. Okay, it's one of my prior episodes. Everyone loves it. You're gonna love it too. So be sure and check that out. Now, you want to make sure that your content on social media is leading with value, that you're entertaining people, you're educating them, you're informing them, you're inspiring them. And you want 80% of your content to have nothing to do with business, okay? So what do you post instead? You post inspiring information that's gonna get people smiling. It's gonna get people feeling good. You're gonna post things that allow people to have a sneak peek into your world, okay? Post those selfies, post those pictures of your kids, of your dogs, of your vacations, of the things you're doing. Post what you're having for lunch. You know, you wanna be posting things that gives people a sneak peek into your world. And then also, really important, you wanna be leading with value. So, you know, give people information that can benefit them, that fits within your product or business niche, whether or not they ever buy from you. So what's an example? Let's say, for example, you're with a weight loss company. Well, maybe you share 5 tips to block belly fat, okay? Maybe that's what your tip is that you share. And people are gonna get value from that, whether or not they ever buy your products. So get in the habit of sharing value-based content 80% of the time on your profile. Now, what about the other 20% of the time? The other 20% of the time, you can promote your business. People aren't gonna think you're spammy. They're not gonna think you're salesy, because remember, 80% of your content has nothing to do with your business at all. Now, when you're talking about your business, don't mention the product name, don't mention the company name. Create curiosity and look at each post as an opportunity to tell a story and start a conversation, because that's gonna lead you right in to step number 3. Step number 3 is called building rapport and inviting, okay? So you can make new friends, you can attract people to you all day long, but if you're not actually opening your mouth and building relationships with these people and inviting them to take a look, you're not gonna get anywhere very fast. So let's talk about building rapport and inviting. In network marketing, especially when you're building online, the money happens in Messenger. What do I mean by that? The money happens in the one-on-one conversations that you're having behind the scenes, not in what you're posting in the newsfeed, okay? So start up conversations with people every single day. Talk to your new friends, talk to your old friends, talk to the people who are engaging with your posts, and reach out, see what they're up to, see how life is going. Talk to them about their family, what they do for their job, their occupation, what do they love to do for fun, what motivates and inspires and fires them up. and become an expert listener and start really listening for opportunities to invite them to take a look at your product or business. Then circle back a day or two later and simply invite them to take a look. Invite them to get more information. So you don't want to ask somebody to join. You don't want to ask somebody to buy. What you want to do is ask them to take a look. And my favorite script for this, it's so simple. Are you ready for it? This may or may not be for you, but if I sent you a quick 3-minute video, would you watch it? You're not asking them to buy. You're not asking them to join. You're not asking for an hour of their time. You're asking for a 3-minute video, which may be just enough to pique their curiosity so that they're willing to move on to the next step, which is step number 4. Step number 4 is called follow up and close. Okay, so, oh man, this is my wheelhouse, you guys. My mom and I, Kathy and I, we live in this wheelhouse of creating a step-by-step follow-up system. It's why our team duplicates so well. It's why we've been able to create such huge success in our businesses. And it's why our coaching clients have been able to create such huge teams and huge results with fast duplication, because they have a step-by-step follow-up system in place. So what do I mean by this? It means once someone agrees to take a look, you need to have something to send them that, in my opinion, should be a quick overview of your business that can pique their curiosity and help them quickly decide if they want to learn more. From there, you need to direct them to another step, okay? So no, they're not ready to join yet. No, you're not wanting to just ask what questions that they have. You need to tell them, great, that video piqued your interest. Well, the next step is, and for us, that next step is a set of presentation videos and popping them into a couple of Facebook groups where they can see social proof, where they can see success stories, and they can watch these videos to instantly learn more about our products, our business, our comp plan, and how to get started, okay? Then the next step is you want to get some more social proof. You want to take yourself even further outside the equation, and the way we do that is by group messages inside Facebook Messenger. Pop your prospects into a group message with your sponsor and your upline, okay? Let them hear that you're not the only person in the world doing this thing, okay? And then from there, we always direct them to the getting started steps and lead them through that process. Now, do most people join right away? No, they don't. So for ongoing follow-up, we have an email series, we have these Facebook groups, and we do monthly virtual events that we re-invite our team to every single month. And we have our team re-invite all of their prospects. We re-invite all of our prospects, and it's a great opportunity and a great reason to follow up with people on a monthly basis. So I know I just threw a lot at you, but here's what I want you to take away from this step, that follow-up and close, is follow-up is not constantly saying, well, are you ready to get started yet? Are you ready to join yet? Do you have questions? What about now? What about today? Are you ready now? That's not follow-up. Follow-up is leading them step by step through an information gathering process where each step gives them a little more info and a little more info and a little more info, so that by the time they get to the 5th or 6th step, they have everything they need to make an informed decision about whether or not it's a good fit for them, okay? So let's bring this all together and wrap it all up, all right? So here's what you're gonna do. You wanna have a step-by-step system in place for how to meet new people, a social media posting strategy that attracts people to you rather than scaring them off, a step-by-step process for how to build rapport and invite people to take a look, and finally, that follow-up and closing process, okay? So it really all works together as this big, long prospecting funnel. You're meeting new people, you're being attractive through your social media posts, you're connecting with them in Messenger, inviting them to take a look, following up, and then closing and enrolling them into your business. It's really that simple. So what did I create for you guys? You know, I always create a free resource in every episode. What did I create for you guys in this episode to help you implement what you learn? All right, here's the thing. You can't improve what you don't track. So when people come to me and they say, well, my business isn't working. How do I fix this, Jordan? What do I do? The first thing I ask them is, okay, well, how many people have you invited to take a look? How many people have seen your presentation? How many new friends have you met this week, right? So I'm asking these numbers, and if they don't know those numbers, I can't help them, because maybe they're reaching out to the same old people over and over again, and their problem is they're not meeting any new people. Well, if they're not tracking, we don't know that. Maybe they're meeting tons of new people, but they're not actually opening their mouth and inviting. Well, if they're not tracking, we don't know that. Maybe they're inviting, but they're not following up, or they're saying something wrong in their follow-up so that they're not actually getting people onto the presentation step, right? Or maybe they have a ton of people viewing the presentation, but their struggle is in closing. Well, you don't know if you're not tracking. So to help you implement this, I created a 30-day tracking chart. And this is the same tracking chart I use. I print out a fresh new copy every single month, and I use it to track how many people did I meet, how many people did I invite, and how many presentations did I do every single day as I build my business. And I want to make sure that those numbers line up with my goals and that I'm working enough numbers to get where I want to go. All right. And if there's a hole in my business, if I'm not enrolling as many people as I want to, the answer is always inside that tracking chart. So underneath this video in the description below, I've included a link to grab my tracking chart for free. You want to make sure you do that. Also, I've listed the show notes, a quick overview of everything we've covered here. Okay. So feel free to take a look at that. Grab your copy now of that daily tracking chart, and feel free to share this episode with your friends, with your team members, with anyone you know who's wanting to maybe transition and start growing their business more online so they can really get that time and financial freedom that they've been looking for in their network marketing business. I can't wait to see you right back here, same time, same place, next week for the next episode of The Freedom Factor. See you soon.